So the family's growing. There's another baby in the way. The 4Runner spends a lot of money on gas, and I should probably just turn it into a off-roading beast. I need the trunk space. I need the backseat space. I should probably start shopping for a used car. And what better car to buy that fits all those categories than a station wagon? I'm telling you, man, a station wagon. If only I could find the right one. A really fast one too. But the wife doesn't have to know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is the Vikings Garage. Follow me along as we are going to start shopping for a used car. What kind of used car you might say? Station wagon. I want a real fast station wagon, stick shift if possible, and it has to be a sleeper. Definitely a sleeper. I like the sound of that. You know what, guys? I've only started now. Why don't you drop me some ideas in the comments down below? I'm eager to see what some of you think is a good idea for a station wagon. I don't want to spend crazy amounts of money, but let's see at the end of this series what I can come up with. So stick around and enjoy the ride, because this is going to be a bumpy one. So as you guys know, here in the channel, I'm very much a fan of wagons. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. So that's why today I'm going to bring to you guys what I consider to be a super cool wagon. Now you're probably saying to yourself, what is so cool about this one? Well, you just give it a second and it's going to make a lot of sense to everybody out there. So yes, this one does have a few flaws, as you'll see in a bit. Clear starting to peel, both on the hood and on the mirror there. But it is indeed powered by that 3-liter Ford engine. Puts out about 220 horsepower, I believe. 220. It's, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful wagons that Mazda has ever made. The lines on this thing are beautiful. It is a shame that this one is plagued already with this beautiful display right there. But that aside, let's not mock the car too much. Now let's go and get right into it. Yes, you guys see it right. It is paired up with a manual transmission. That's right, V6 with a manual. It only has 77,000 miles, but as you guys can see here, this is not starting very well. It also has a check engine light, which it's probably not the end of the world, but when you start looking around, there's other things also. So again, I'm a very picky guy, so this one to me is going to be a pass. But honestly, I don't even remember last time I saw one of these. These are super cool, very sought after. I believe they also do come with leather seats, which is really cool. But when was the last time you saw one with this low mileage? This is really neat. Super weird, quirky thing. Most guys wouldn't even care about this, but because I work on cars, that's right. This is your driver's side, right where the transmission mates. You got a power steering belt there. And yes, we do have another belt down here. Talk about quirky stuff, right? Yeah, but all in all, man, it's got a couple of little blemishes, if you will, but she's not all that bad. It's a shame it has that little spot with the rust. I think we got enough rust problems of our own, right? Looks like the brakes were just recently done, so that's a plus. Tires are meaty, but let's actually take a look at the reason why people actually do buy these. It's the cargo space. This thing fits all sorts of things back here, and I love that. Not to mention, you can release the seats. I guess the spring is a little worn, but you get what I'm saying. It'll pop forward like so. Same story on this side, no need to do that. It's really cool that they actually come with this net. This is not an option or anything. See if I can do this one-handed. Right there. Oh man, this one pops out and it retracts like so. Really cool. The cargo cover is still intact. Again, this is not necessarily something you do one-handed, but oh, look at that, I pulled it off. And you can store everything that you need back there. And see, it'll be out of sight. But yeah, this is very neat. Maybe I should do a shot of the other side, huh? You are checking cars like this, keep in mind there are parts that might not be available any longer. So that's definitely something you want to keep in mind. See, the wear on this is pretty nasty. And remember, this is a car you're purchasing. You're gonna live with it for a little while. These headlights totally could get polished, not a problem there. But of course, some body work, some paint work. Yeah, these are all things you need to take into consideration when getting down to business and arguing with the price, that is. I personally am not gonna get past this, so this is not a go for us. Oftentimes a lot of secrets are hidden once you do open a door, but it seems like this little patch, I mean, it is a pretty rare wagon, would do the trick, but for me it's just going to be a pass for now. It does look pretty good. This bumper's not too beat up, the hatch does not have rust, and look at that, that's a neat touch right there for the wagon. So when it comes to the interior, there's definitely a few musts when checking these cars. I got the AC on and I can confirm that it is blowing cold. That's definitely a plus, but if you guys notice here, this display is clearly not working, so that's something you got to address. I've been told that these are very fragile. This one is still in one piece, but that's another thing you want to check. Some glove boxes get busted up. This one still work. Owner's manual still there. Obviously we would have to figure out what's wrong as far as check engine light. But yeah, you want to check your windows, locks. These have door lock actuator problems. Seems like all of these are working, so these are just small checks that you want to make when purchasing a car. And as I was backing up this car, I was reminded this is, after all, a 2004, so there is no backup camera or backup sensors for that matter. A very good thing that I like to see on this car is the fact that this ashtray, or the lighter for that matter, were never used. So that's always a good thing. You don't want to get a car that was owned by a smoker, because I don't have to tell you, stains, smells. It's a very good place to be, I tell you. I could definitely get used to this. 5-speed manual, unbelievable. I couldn't tell you the last time I saw one of these. And it does have very low mileage. And just as comparison, I'm going to show you guys this other wagon that he does have sitting here. This one is an 06. It does have a couple of things that are different that you can notice. Obviously, this one is not equipped with the, well, the party piece that we liked so much about the other one. I don't have the keys for this one, so I can't really show you guys as far as the mileage or anything else, but yeah, this guy's got a sunroof, leather seats, you know, showing some wear, but let's take a look at this cover here. Yeah, this one still works too. It does look a little different than the other one, but not by much. Very subtle changes, but very similar. Let's see. Yeah, man, these things are so cool. See? This headliner on the other end is definitely seen better days, but you guys get the point. Lots of storage compartments everywhere. I believe we got some more right there, which houses the spare. But all in all, man, these wagons are very sought after. Me personally, again, same spot. Unbelievable. What is up with this spot? Is this a common thing, guys? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I would personally still take the manual one over this one. What do you guys think? So the gentleman was nice enough. He's gonna let us have a go here in the parking lot. So I don't even know if I'm gonna get into third or anything like that. But I just want to give you guys my impression of this. Again, super rare wagon for sure. It's so unusual to see that things like this still exist. So let's see. Well, we don't need this. We're in a parking lot, so I'm not gonna go all that fast, but I'll let you guys know what I feel from a small little test drive here with this wagon. Your typical noise from the brakes from sitting, but yeah, the transmission, we're in third now. Shifting, buttery smooth. I tell you what, man, I could get used to this. We're just gonna have to, wow. I wonder what the top speed is. I mean, 220 horsepower, this has got to get pretty close to 140 miles an hour. If anybody out there knows, drop me a comment down below. I'm actually curious. But yeah, 5-speed manual, I think that is the way to go, guys. Let's wrap it up. And as always, guys, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for watching. Do stick around, because I'm sure I'll be testing out a few more cars, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next episode.